and 1,000 miles per hour, according to Edmonds.
Alright.
They look like little round planets, but they come in all shapes and sizes. They only appear on digital photographs.
Alright.
It's a shame you were deafened, Jen.
No, it's alright. We caught the end bit of that. We are live stream.
Yeah. Steph was just complimenting your melons.
Yeah,
Oh,
your giant melon energy balls.
thank you.
I love that my name is still not right on Twitch. I also need to change my picture.
Oh, we can change that actually. Let's change that. Me pointing at Darkmouse. Let's change him.
Is Jen cutting in and out for anyone else?
A little bit.
Yeah, for me.
I think we just need to accept that we can hear your breathing.
You just have to talk breathy to us, Jen. We'll try not to get too excited.
Maybe this will be better. Maybe this will be better.
That sounds fine so far.
Come on! The active is not loading. I'm gonna be skiff for a while.
Well. Welcome everyone to another session of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. As ever, we're going to be returning back to the past. But as we're making our way back, I want to ask you, who wants to begin our introduction segment with a recap? Because everyone knows who everyone is playing, and we are waiting on one more person to fall in line, hopefully. Because yeah,
typical.
When has Silver ever fallen in line, Jen?
Yeah. I will do the recap. I will bear this burden. Although again, if Amazon appears at my door, I may have to leave suddenly. So
ignore the gunshots.
Yeah. So after we finished the battle on the hill, we took a long rest, and then we had to interrogate the idiots who started the fight. And it turns out that they were all bribed by money. And a big ogre lady to start a fight, because they're mercenaries. Funnily enough, they care about money. Anyway, apparently Dragonus was told to start the fight by some mysterious guy in a cloak, and we went looking in the forest for that guy. And what we found in the forest was actually a shitload of tents for an army, and then we got attacked by goblins and humans. Yeah, and then we ran away because we can't fight a whole army by ourselves. And now we're back in town, and we're gonna prepare for something.
Death.
Yeah, we're just building the nuclear bomb that Jen doesn't know about.
Mm-hmm. It's not his though.
Yeah.
Where did we get 2 bags of holding anyway?
Who said anything about bags of holding? All the radioactive material Higgins has stored under the floorboards.
The pain never ends. But, indeed, you will resume. After arriving in Vogler from witnessing this hostile force, it falls to you to decide how you're going to react and respond to this threat. But... As you return, and as you arrive, things begin to unwind quickly. As Vogler anticipates your return, we have at least some leadership person with bated breath. So, let me just grab my thing here. Alright, yeah, you return back to the brass crab after you, leave for the woods. What is your first motion of action as you arrive back in Vogler?
I reckon we need to tell someone about this, whether it's the mayor or... Maybe the mayor's good. What do you think?
Raph would go straight to... I'm blanking on her name. The hot older lady from my order.
Becklin,
yep. He would probably go straight there and let her know what's happening.
Sure thing. You can basically find Becklin at the keep, and traveling there not too much hassle. You basically rested the night sleeping at the Brass Crab, but for better or for worse, since you already had the benefit of a long rest, you're not going to get more of it until 24 hours have passed.
You know, I had the strangest dream. I dreamt there was like a big, with lots of tents.
Yes.
Very strange.
Oh man, I forgot Dennik is a level 3 druid with 13 hit points. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I have temporary hit points if I can wild shape. It's the thing. It's okay.
Yeah, I was like...
13 hit points? That's 4 more than I have.
Oh, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Jen, do I still have my temp HP?
It lasts until you finish a long rest, I believe, so no. Unless you get more of
What?
it again.
But we haven't finished the long rest yet, so.
Yeah, that is
We haven't had a
true,
long
so-
rest.
Yeah, so you still have them, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Good, because that means I have an extra 8 hit points.
Good.
Look at you go.
Tank Higgins. Absolutely. So you return, and in the morning, Vogler seems to be in a buzz. For the record, those of you staying in the Brass Crab, Raven will enter in looking rather disturbed. And
Alright, Mel, how's it going?
Oh,
not great. We've managed to catch up most of the people who were like hurt from the enactment. I suppose the mercenary strike is a better way to put it. And most of them are bedridden. Some of them have gotten a little sickly, but for the most part, just exhaustion and pain. How did your reconnaissance go? And at that point, like, Becklin and Sir Rafton will also return from the Thornbull Field. So the party's all together.
The party is all together. It's true.
Higgins is going to kind of tap Dennik.
Derek, was that the fight first? What's the
Sorry, what? I
temperature?
can't understand you, mate. Say it again.
The dream.
Alright. Okay.
What was it? You know.
I'm a dream master, so I know I'm gonna turn to Becklin and Raven. Alright, so turns out you've got that guy that we were gonna go find in the woods. There's more than just one guy out in the woods. There's actually like a few thousand.
Yes, the betrayal was to weaken us for an invasion. There's an army outside of those woods.
Becklin nods her head thoughtfully. Raven looks panicked. Darrett, who is also in the tavern because you returned with him, he's skittish, tapping his foot rapidly. How many?
I swear we got him a weapon, didn't we?
Yeah, he has a long
He has a longsword right now, yeah.
and a shield.
Perfect.
Look at him go.
For the record, the shield he looted, he has gotten through the process of just trying to repaint it by splashing like a splash of blue color over the shield.
Can Higgins just... If Higgins has seen this, can Higgins kind of like draw it up and be like,
Here, try this.
and hand him a bottle of oil?
Darren looks at it. Thank you, I will hold on to this. And he'll pocket the oil, remove an oil from your inventory. Raven asks, how many did you see?
Can Dennik make some kind of check to estimate numbers?
At least 5 million.
So
Yeah, I
there's-
mean, I did
yeah.
scope him out with a 13. Can I make that check too?
No, unless you were able to do so in the moment to scout out. You
Oh, I
wouldn't know
did.
the exact number, and even then, there
Can-
were a lot. I will say you still remember what I told Sir Rafton.
Can I make a dementia check?
Sure, make an intelligence check. No, intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, even better.
Disadvantage.
You are conscious and cognizant of your surroundings.
You have all of your limited faculties.
Yeah.
Wow. As many
Oh,
as
I
he has
didn't lose any fingers. I swear I remember rats eating them.
Yes.
Becklin wonders, how many did you see?
How many
Oh,
did
at least-
Rafton see? Because I'm not allowed to answer.
At least
Yes,
five.
Still talk. I'm just not gonna allow you to make a check for it because you were.
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hundreds, possibly low thousands.
I think there's that many rats. I only saw 5. At least.
Well, that is
Uh.
more than we can tackle, Becklin chuckles. That's for sure. What about the nature? Anything remarkable regarding their forces?
They had some
Was-
goblins and hobgoblins and some humans, and they
Oh.
all seemed quite fanatical about whoever they serve. I don't know.
Raven looks horrified. Goblins and hobgoblins? Mercenaries must.
Me? I didn't do anything.
No, not you, Higgins, but.
I pat his hand.
The goblins don't rally after any banner, at least not for a lot of coin. This is good.
Was there any heraldry that I noticed during the fight or otherwise?
We managed to nick one of their shields, but he's painted blue over it, so.
Oh, Derek looks down at it. There was like a little symbol on it, I can't recall it.
Jen, I have a question.
Yeah.
Would it be possible for Higgins to try and recreate the symbol by drawing it on a napkin if he remembers it? He is an entertainer, so I don't know if you'd count that as.
I'll allow you to try. Give me history.
15.
He doesn't even know he's doing it. He's just drawing it in like the coffee ring on the table.
Just idly drawing, ends
Yeah.
up drawing the symbol.
It's you begin to draw, Higgins, and absent-mindedly listening to the conversation around you, you sketch out what you recall most vividly from yesterday's events: the goblinoids, some blood of your companions, also a strange-looking spiral symbol, the weapons of the hobgoblins, and your ferret.
Oh,
Smiley face.
oh, oh!
Higgins just looks up at everyone and then looks down at the drawing, looks up at everyone, looks down at the drawing.
Oh!
He's gonna pick it up and just kind of hand it to someone.
I guess Dennik will take it. Yeah.
You're handed a picture.
That's a very nice ferret. You've got real talent. And I'm gonna turn around and show them the picture of like the crest.
Religion check, everyone.
Including
Can I
Higgins
guidance?
or not Higgins.
I'm going to guidance myself.
That's an 8 with my +3.
Uh,
Gonna be one of those days.
That's an 18.
Oh, that's really good.
Huh?
That is really good.
Whose?
Everyone's, except unfortunately for the.
Wait, no, hang on. That's Higgins' roll. I haven't actually rolled it. So.
Yeah, I was about to say,
It's
why have I
17.
got an
It's a
18?
17. It's a 17. My
Yeah.
bad.
There you go. I don't think I have guidance, no. Oh, that's a point. Oh no, we haven't had long last resort. Okay. I mean, to be fair, oh, Jen, your stream thing's broken.
Oh. It isn't?
We can't see the
That's
Twitch
like
chat.
the
Or the
Twitch
roleplay
chat and the
chat,
in-game
rather.
chat. Yeah.
Oh god, no, it should still work. Like it should.
Oh, there we go. It appeared now.
There we go. It's back.
Strange. Alright, I'll keep an eye on it. You know this symbol. So Rafton hasn't seen it because it is old. But old stories do speak of a queen. A dragon queen. Takesis.
How do you spell that?
I will type it in the chat. She is a
Keto.
powerful deity. A mother to the dragons of the world of Krynn. Her foul regions were once the doom of many a kingdom. And as it stands, to see the symbol on their shields, they're likely her followers.
So Dennik's gonna like look up at people's faces and be like, "Have you heard the Takesis?"
Becklin's
What?
This name means something to you, Becklin?
It means trouble, I'm afraid. Trouble, indeed. To channel the power of Takesis, even on a superficial aspect, is no good. The days of yore, followers of the Dragon Queen believed that dragons would bolster their strength and their forces. Thankfully, such terrible monsters exist no more. But it's certainly a sign of a more malevolent force.
Oh, dragons! I remember. When we were traveling, I saw this little critter, no bigger than my hand, running along.
Something that you still know, Takesis is also the greatest of all the evil gods. She's also the most powerful. Granted, she's also the most well-known, so this symbol could mean a lot of things. But one thing is certain, they are not here for fish. Probably not.
You know what that means? Fish!
That's a shame. It's a good fishing here.
Silver, you're a Lina. You will need to become Nightshade.
Welcome, Silver. You must
Oops,
polymorph
let me
into
do that.
Nightshade.
Yeah. As Nightshade
Which is not the
wakes
plan.
up from his stupor, Raven remarks, "Well, okay, so we need to address this. If this is an army, we cannot fight it. Let's start out with a letter. I can draft a letter to the commander of their encampment, stating that we're neutral, and ask them what they are here for. We could even welcome them. This doesn't need to be bloody."
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna
Seeing-
go for that.
Seeing as Higgins is a hobgoblin, and he might know maybe like a small amount of goblin culture, what would he know what might work to at least be able to communicate with these guys?
Give me a history check.
22.
So
Higgins is locking in.
he is. As far as you're aware, in most of Ansalon, like the continent that you're on, goblins are defined by their nomadic existence. They sort of travel and sell their services to, as a people, to whoever is able to support their greed. And greed defines them, for the most part. They will do anything for the right amount of coin. If that army is bolstered by goblinoids, it's like they're paid a lot of money to have them as part of their forces. They do also tend to flock to figures of power who are more malevolent than benevolent.
Hmm.
Yeah, in Dragonlance, goblins tend to fall into the more monstrous side of the category than the people side. Alas.
Well, cool. Most goblins won't really gather unless there's a lot of coin. Something to be gained.
Well, they must have a lot of coin. They paid off our mercenaries to betray us.
Yes, unlikely words would do anything. And I doubt you'll have enough money in the whole village to pay them off.
You hear the door open within the brass crab. And entering in, you see Cudgel. And behind her, what appears to be a human man with a pipe that's smoking. A nice tunic draped over his shoulder, an expression of anticipation and contemplation. Cudgel introduces the man. This is Jaev, last of my loyal subordinates, right-hand man at the moment. Jaev gives a nod.
Hello!
He was the only one back at camp who stayed with the rest of my troops, and I would like for him to offer us some insight as to what the bloody hell is happening, considering that he's been more than eager to talk to all of us rather than just me. And Jaev nods. Thank you for allowing me to enter your village. As most of you are aware, Gorgonis was approached and granted considerable wealth to betray the regiment. Those of us at camp are still loyal to the Iron Smile. But when we heard what happened at High Hill, well, the latter feeling mighty remorseful. If we knew it would be a slaughter, we would have intervened. As far as most of us knew, Gorgonis was planning on intimidation rather than bloodshed. And again, you can't really trust an ogre.
You know what they say, ogres have layers.
Not that one. Bloodthirsty as she was, the only layer she had was deception. Still, last night, I decided to do a little bit of investigating. Thankfully, it seemed that one of the regiments of Druids that were scouting on patrol was occupied with another matter, allowing me to get a sneak peek. It is too large a force and far too organized to be a mercenary band like our own. It must be a proper army. As far as I understand it, looking at the sketch that Higgins has on the table, we're dealing with a proper military force. A nation could muster it, certainly, but I don't see no flags, no banners of any particular kingdom, nor empire. And if a nobleman is leading them, I don't recognize much of the symbol of any noble house parted with the spiral.
Oh, I believe that's, Takathus.
Takathus? No idea who that is.
He means Takeshis.
No idea who that is either, mate.
Okay, don't worry about it, hit.
Okay. Marie is like rubbing her forehead. In the background, Yalma's like quietly scrubbing a mug, like a wooden mug, looking around So, we will need to find a way to respond to this threat, then. I'm willing...
Oh!
I'm willing to do anything to keep the people of the village safe, but I don't know what to do here. We probably should learn more. Maybe more scouting. Again, talking with them might be beneficial. Declan, he just has a look of deep concern. She doesn't say anything. And Kacho looks over to EHJ and says, for what it's worth, the rest of my mercenaries are loyal to me. We're willing to do whatever you think is for the best. Anything to repay the blood debt we owe you?
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Probably, quite stupid, but I could blend in. I am a hobgoblin after all. I don't speak goblin, but I'm sure there's something in this book that could help me.
Dennik's gonna point at Higgins and say,
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Repeat your idea again. I just didn't get it with your accent.
So just to kind of convey it in a way that is easier to understand. Higgins is suggesting that he could go undercover and try and scout out, seeing as he's a hobgoblin.
Raven
Might be
nods.
easier for him to blend in.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. And Declan tilts her head. It's not a bad one. I fear for your safety, however, if you are discovered.
That does scare me a bit, but if it saves the village...
We could send an ally with you. If they have people in their forces, well, they're likely going to have suits. And disguising ourselves is not a bad idea. It just will take time to make a proper disguise. I doubt they have jesters in their band. She smiles, looking at Higgins.
Oh, I have other outfits. This is just my preferred one.
This one hides the stains better.
I don't think he does have other outfits.
What other plans do we have available to us? Any ideas?
Dennik's gonna turn to Sir Rafton and say,
How quick do you think the Salamnian Knights would take to get here if we could contact them?
That is a good question, Jen. They are not what they used to be, correct?
No. However, even if you were able to contact them, it would take them days to travel out here from the province of Salamnia.
I think their mission would be to avenge us rather than to help us at that point.
Right, well, I guess send a letter just in case we need avenging.
I can do that. Otherwise, our options are attack them first or dig in and try to outlast them in a siege.
Do we have explosives?
Raven shakes her head. Explosives? No, we're not. The village is not rich enough to house pyrotechnics.
Oh,
And
if we did, we could have bombed them.
Bombed?
Yeah, toss explosive at them.
I'm not familiar with that technique. Is that a goblinoid stratagem?
Well, yeah, it's mostly, from what I've heard, it's like...
Are fireworks a thing? Sorry, I should have asked beforehand.
Yeah, fireworks exist. It's just bombing people is more of a gnome thing.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like, Dennik is like nodding his head, like,
Aye, explosives, we can do that, that's something.
It's like, I remember, they get the fireworks and they launch them at each other.
My kingdom for a level 5 wizard.
What's the so this army's over in the west of Vogler, but like how quickly could we maybe like evacuate eastwards? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's a fishing village. There's a lot of boats. We could send people out on boats.
That's no bad idea either.
Rickle nods. That would be a good plan. We don't have enough rowboats at the moment at the wharf that I recall being able to ferry people. And even then, ferrying people across the river only buys us a little bit of time. Horses are going to be faster. Granted, the river's current is faster than any round, so if we had enough boats, we could sail downstream.
I think it might be a wise idea to evacuate the people.
Yes,
While the
absolutely.
fighters stay behind.
If we're gonna do that, it needs to be started now. I know I'm not one to talk, but time is of the essence.
You hear the doors slam open once again. And
I
this
saw
time-
his token appearing and I was afraid.
Oh, you know it's time. It's him as he enters into the room full of bluster and looking actually a little furious. The Lord Baccharis the Old enters in and goes, What? What in the places is going on? Not for flattening things without me. I knew it. I had suspicion. I had rumors that there was something going on, and here you are, doing something.
No, Baccharis, listen to me, trust me. We were just getting the boring shit out of the way so that when you came in, we could get right to the meat and potatoes of it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn it, my good man. It is so invigorating to know that there is at least one of the commoners here who knows what a glory that such before. Yes, it is. Very, very nice. Well, in terms of strategy, let me give you my advice. We charge them right now. They will not expect it. We cut them down to the map.
Noted.
Launch you from a catapult and you crush them all.
Right, that's fine. We can have the horse flying over the battlements with a catapult over their keep. Excellent suggestion, Higgins.
That just like conjured in my mind that scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I mean, we do have a catapult. We could rig up some sort of flaming oil or something and hit them from a distance. But...
I thought you were about to agree with firing horses. It's just a terrible idea.
Wait, hang on. What if instead of using boats to get people over the river, we used the gnome flinger?
What?
You know, the catapult that Nalaith used to go halfway across town. What if we used that to shoot people over the river?
I think the landing would be a bit rough.
Becklin shrugs a bit. It's not a bad idea, but we don't have enough. We don't have enough nary weights to transfer everyone in the village, and every time we would toss someone, we would need to retrieve them.
Alright, fine.
Either way, I think Higgins' idea of infiltrating the camp isn't a bad idea. We could get more information and possibly slow them down or hinder them in some way, rather than just wait for them to come.
Actually, you have the best idea, my boy. Yes, fine. We take the villagers and we put them on the catapult and we toss them over to the battlements, slaying as they fall downwards, crashing like meteors. Just yes, quiet.
Anyway, like I was saying.
Could Higgins kind of like walk up to the bar and just kind of whisper to Yalma,
Could I have just something that'll shut him up.
If I had poison, I'd give it to you.
Do you have anything?
I have a very strong bourbon.
That'll do.
She gives it to you free
I'll
of charge.
take 2.
Ah,
What? Sorry, I've forgotten his name. What's his name?
Bakaris the Elder.
Because
oh, my gosh, so clear your mind.
I'm gonna hand him a bottle of bourbon.
To commoners like you, the Bakaris food as tied. My family name
Oh.
was suspected.
My apologies. I'm not as spry as I used to be. Anyway, here you go.
I'm gonna keep trying to hand him the bottle again.
Oh, you
Well,
give him the drink, and he goes, "Ah, glorious!" And he just starts drinking.
While I respect Blowhardis's enthusiasm, I am not eager to use the citizens of this town as projectiles. So maybe a smaller scale action on our part.
She ponders a bit, looks over at Dennik, Becklin nodding. We could use. The Gnome Flinger is not a bad suggestion. We could use it in emergencies. It is a very good device to get around the village quickly.
Maybe just the people we need to evacuate the quickest, or the people who need to be around the place the most. You know what I'm saying? Like when there's a high priority person that needs to get somewhere, just use that. But then we use the boats the rest of the time.
Raven nods, and Beckley goes, "Nevertheless, it is going to be a dangerous ordeal, for certain. Evacuating this many people, well, again, we'll need time. And the best way to...
Can I ask something?
Oh,
Yes, of course. Your counsel is very much appreciated.
Why is an army approaching this place? No offense, but this is just a small fishing village.
Well, that's the thing. We do not know. And Raven slams her fist on the table. I have no idea.
so you have an idea, right?
No, I have no idea. Bakaris is like, oh, it's fine. It's strong stuff. Raven just remarked, I don't know. Maybe they're just passing by. Maybe they're not even an actual threat.
Well, if that were the case, they wouldn't have paid our mercenaries to betray us.
We don't even know if they are the ones who did it, do we? Well, yes, we do. Apologies. I'm so anxious. And she just puts her hands over her face.
Oh,
pats her on the
how
back.
much,
Just kind of lower his voice a bit so Picard doesn't hear him.
how much, gold does he have? They might be after that.
Becklin looks over a bit concerned and looks back to Higgins. Well, he claims he has a lot of gold, but his spendings are not as generous as I think he would like them to be. I doubt his personal coffers are that spacious. Call it a little hunch from an old soldier.
No war criminals hiding somewhere, or I don't know, suspicious people that they're after.
Could be. The only way
I
to know
have-
for certain would be to talk to the commanding officers.
The time that Higgins has been in this village, would he have noticed any magical significance of any part of it?
Make a
Anything that
history-
might draw someone in?
Make a history check.
All I know
Oh.
is that if we stay here, the Mages of High, I said this a little bit with lower volume, they will come for us eventually.
Do I use an
Yeah.
inspiration? No.
I don't really want to stay here very much either. I kind of just want to be evacuated with the peasants and make sure they get out alright, kind of thing.
I need to. Well, as for me, I. What?
How many boats does this village have? What if you all left by a boat?
We would need to get enough boats. Inactive. I don't know where we're gonna get all these boats, but
The fishermen?
yes, the fishermen can lend their boats. But okay, I can handle the logistics of the ships that we already have, but
I want. What is the in-game time at the minute, Jen?
it is morning, a little bit after the crack of dawn. And yes, Bacarius is drinking
Okay.
like a little bit after the crack of dawn.
But
That's
we haven't
fine.
had a long rest, right?
No,
We had a short
Short
rest.
rest.
You do have
we
an
had a short rest,
inspiration
yeah,
if you didn't still have yours, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I don't want to start the evacuation until we know for absolutely certain that everyone is both ready and that this is a hostile force. Panicking everyone is the last thing we need to do.
No.
But if we
actually, I
don't
think
start
it's better
the
to be safe than sorry.
exactly. If we don't start the evacuation now, then we risk not being able to have enough time to get everyone out of the way if they are hostile.
But if they are not hostile and everyone is panicking and fleeing, we are facing a lot more trouble. We need to know what we are facing here. And Beckton goes, I understand your concern, however... And then at that point, you hear a sound blasting through the village. It is strong, and I suppose the best way to emulate it is...
Oh. Seems someone's been eating some beans.
Does that answer your question?
Get these people out
Raven,
of here.
Raven is just sweating. And she is pondering.
Is there any place on the way into town that would be a natural choke point, someplace we could set up an ambush or
Oh!
a trap of some kind?
There are streets, but the streets are not built for tactical. Well, there are. We have at the very north of the village. The gate is the chokehold for entry, but so we don't have walls, and the buildings, they're fairly sparse. Most of the roads are built to allow for wagons and carts to move through.
How much oil do you have? I have an idea.
We should have some stock, yes, but... And Declan has shown us. We should probably address where that horn sound came from. Most likely, we have visitors, and we should probably answer. Not answering them does not benefit us in the slightest.
Alright.
Well, let's go.
I'm,
Meanwhile, I feel like you should summon the townspeople for a meeting and prepare the evacuation while we speak.
I will gather everyone at the circle, and I will make the announcement once everyone has arrived. But I'll need to send out word. And Becklin nods, and with a hand on her hilt, looks to the rest of you. I'm heading over to the gate. Come close. We're gonna need to show numbers.
Question.
I'll go with Becklin.
If they go to the gate, I want to come with, but while we're walking, is it possible to ritual cast, or do I have to be stood still?
You need to spend your action to cast. Oh, you can ritually cast, but you need to be in one place.
Okay, because I wanted to ritual cast comprehend languages just in case, but...
Oh, you could have done that in between, that's fine.
Alright, awesome. Thank you. Here you go.
Wondrous. Yeah, but Becky goes for the river gate. Bakaris, in a bit of a with Hector, goes, "Oh, well, things have taken a wondrous turn. I'm going to go back home and strategize how we best advance forward. Quiet. Don't ruin everything while I'm preoccupied."
Hopefully he stays there.
Dennik's...
Hopefully he stays when they come.
Yeah. Dennik's gonna, like...
Oh no, we don't want people to die for no reason.
Just have
no, we don't.
Nalaith say something creepy about wanting to play with them. They'll leave.
I am delayed.
We just send the life, and they're just like, no.
I've always wanted new toys. I mean, friends.
Dennik's gonna elbow Silver, or not Silver, Nightshade rather, in like the thing, and then like, you know, gesture with like his head to be like over to like a more private corner of the room.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you know, you and I think are on the same page here. I think the most important thing is probably to get these people out of here as quick as possible. And I don't really get their decision to fucking delay that. So I think you and I should just like tell the villagers that they should leave now, with or without their permission.
Yeah, or at least warn them so they will, you know, take it seriously when eventually the army's marching at their door.
Do you think you can write like a bunch of flyers and be like let them know that way or something, or should we just like go tell them ourselves?
Well, I don't know how many of these people can read, for one, and two, we don't have time for that. I think we just gonna have to ride out and just talk to them.
Alright, okay, we'll do that then, we'll do that. But we're gonna tell them all, okay?
Mm. Should we split up or do this together?
Let's cover our ground by ourselves. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Which side do you want to take?
I'll
That's
take
a very
the...
big horse.
It's a very big horse, yeah.
I'll take the west side of the town, you take the east, and then we'll meet up at the gate with the rest of them, alright?
Alright, maybe start with the fishermen so they can have time to prepare their boats.
I will
Will
warn you,
Will
if you wish to do this, your characters will not be in for the next scene available, because you will not make it in time.
My character
Yeah,
has
because
decided
we're-
it's more important.
Understood?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Alright. Very well. And so, once again, the trumpet blasts and... for the
Luckily,
second-
I'm very fast.
Oh, I know you do. But
You don't say it like that. Where did you have faith first, Jen?
and astride a warhorse, a figure of fearsome proportions stands at the ready before the gate, with splint armor and a shield by their side. A terrible lance is held in one hand, and what appears to be a folded piece of parchment on the other. As this figure approaches, putting the warhorn aside, they speak out. Did they speak out, or did they just give the letter? Oh, no, they speak out. Who among you speaks for this village?
Rafton would defer to Becklin, I think.
Becklin nods and steps forward, and she beckons you as well, Rafton. As well as the rest of the party present here, just to be beside her.
Yeah. Higgins just kind of like shimmies up behind in case anything is translating.
Very well. Here is your gift. And she hands Becklin a letter. And Becklin does not open it. She hands it to Sir Rafton. Read it aloud, if you would.
Okay, I will do that. Alright. Hey, you up? No, okay, different letter. People of Vogler, by the orders of Belathion, the voice of Takis, this settlement is now property of the invincible Red Dragon Army. Your housings will quarter our soldiers, and your larders will fill our plates. To verify your compliance with our messenger's return, we expect two members of your village's leadership to come to our encampment to discuss terms. Should the messenger not return, or you refuse our offer outright, then you will all die. This is the Dragon Queen's will. It's not even signed. Let alone
It's
notarized.
saying this is the Dragon Queen's will. What are you talking about?
Last will?
From beneath the visored helmet, the fearsome soldier stands proud. You notice the same spiral symbol that Higgins had drawn, the symbol of Takis, proudly displayed on their shield, as well as their armaments. Who amongst
We're
you
not
is going
asking
to...
questions.
Questions are for the worthy. Who amongst you will accompany back to our encampment?
And Lord Blowhard springs to mind.
Only members of
that
your
would be-
leadership will account. And the soldier looks over towards Becklin. You may bring another.
If you're going, I'll go with you.
She nods. And Dara goes, I could go as well. And Becklin shakes her head negatively. You're going to stay here. And the soldier nods. Very well. You two, come with me. And she turns her horse around. You notice also from the top of the hill, as 3 soldiers look, their javelins at the ready. It is good that you decided to be clever. If you had shown resistance, we would gladly show force. Now come, worms. The soldier begins to ride away. So Rafton, Becklin will follow behind. Do you follow as well?
Yes.
Alright. As Becklin and Sir Rafton leave the premises of Vogler, Derek turns to the rest of you. What are we going to do?
Oh, we should evacuate. Civilians, they don't need to be here.
Yes, absolutely. Come on. And as the 3 of you begin to leave, Nalave goes, I am not late for my place. I can help. And we cut away. Nightshade.
Yep.
You're running through the streets. What are you doing?
Do I see like anywhere where people have gathered, or are they just, doing their daily whatever?
Yeah, there's a few people that are like tending. Some of them are like enjoying the festivities still. Like you can see a couple of people like sitting by benches and having a morning tea, some fish pastries. Some of them have like a morning ale. They're like smiling, talking to one another, completely unaware of what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, with the time is not on our side, so Nitrate's honestly just going to yell out. I don't want to cause mass panic here, but there is an army approaching your little village, and you do need to prepare to evacuate. most likely today.
Alright. Make a charisma check, persuasion, DC 20. Because you are trying not to incite panic and immediately first mention a hostile army.
How dare you do this to me?
18.
Okay, I shouldn't have an advantage, but
Yes, 18 is not enough.
Don't want to sound alarming.
Really good though.
I
do have an inspiration, but do I want to use it on this?
You see a couple of people like murmuring amongst themselves, like, "What's she talking about? Army? Is that what the Warhorn was about? Wait, that was real? I thought it was like part of the event. Yeah, like yesterday with the Battle of High Hill. Oh my god! And there's like panic settling in as people become frightened, like, oh, and then someone like are starting to stand up and run away.
And okay, she's just gonna try to be like, I need you all to take a deep breath before you do any hasty decisions.
You have lost this. You have lost this crowd. They are like panicking.
Ah, fuck. Fuck.
Do that 2 fingers in your mouth whistle.
Dennik, you are approaching the Warfinger's office. Within,
Yes.
you can see the Warfinger and his son are currently in the process of like looking over their inventories at the station.
Okay, cool. I will go to the Warfinger himself.
Say, excuse me, mate. Excuse me. You listen to me. This is important. Did you hear that horn outside the gate earlier? That's an enemy force that's approaching the town of Vogar, and I think we're gonna need. I was speaking to Becklin and Cudgel earlier today. I think we're gonna need your boats to evacuate the citizens.
Make a persuasion check. This is a lower DC because these are people of authority, and they are also much better equipped to deal with the panic than civilians.
I am going to use one of my lucky feat things to give myself advantage on this.
Very nice.
With advantage, it's a 16, which is good because the other is a 0.
You really needed it. I can say that Umpton before you nods and goes, well, yeah, that actually is what we were discussing. We are planning to take some of the boats that people use for decorations for their homes and like rip them off the walls and the front of people's houses and put them to use. We can plug any holes they have and set them into the river. We will need to gather them over at the wharf, and eventually we want to gather everyone there. But the most important thing is that people must not be told that there is a hostile force approaching without everyone being present and the mayor telling them. Because the last thing we need is the last thing we need is everyone like panicking and word of mouth rumors spreading.
Okay. I will not tell the public that there is a hostile force approaching.
Yes, but what you need to tell them is, if you want to help, my son and I we're going to start commanding people to tear the decorations to be put to use. Help us manage the market so that we can use it as like a temporary dockyard to fix every single one of the broken down boats.
I'll do my best.
Thank you, lad.
I'm older than you.
And then they walk away.
She looks at his son, and his son is like, "Well, yeah, Dad. Like you have a terrible sense of people's age." And she sighs, looks down.
Dennik's aware that Nightshade went to go tell like the public, and it's just kind of like, cool. I won't create panic.
What is Higgins doing, I should ask, before we cut to a very fun thing?
Okay, but listen, if I'm telling people to evacuate and they're like, but why? Like, what am I supposed to say so that they actually start evacuating?
I don't blame you, for the record. Yeah.
I am not going to say anything until I hear what Higgins wants to do.
Higgins.
Yeah.
Dad, I think I have an idea, but I need your help.
Sure. What do you require?
if this is the only way in, we could block it with trees and barrels of oil, and then if they do invade, we can light it and slow them down, which gives us more time to evacuate if we want.
Burning the gate?
Well, I suppose that's part of it, but I mean more making a barricade of fallen trees, and then if we need to, we can pour oil on them and light it. Should keep them back, at least for a little bit.
Right, but we would need to find trees to cover the gate. We need to remove them.
Yeah, they said mercenary.
Is Dower is part of the mercenaries, right? Or is
No.
he? He's part of the militia here.
Yeah, what few people remain of it, yeah.
Well, there's the militia here. We can get some of them to help. And then I'm sure the mercenaries, if they're feeling
No.
not so murderous, could also assist.
Wouldn't it be better to have the mercenaries stall out the army beyond the village's gates? I don't know, if battle
yes.
starts spilling into the village.
But
if they're
if
busy
we can
helping
build-
here, if they're busy helping here, I doubt they will be able to bring the fight outside the village.
No, not all of them, just enough to help out. We just need some extra hands to create a barricade.
We can talk to them.
Yes.
Yes, let's go do that. And as you go to do that, we cut away.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, I think something is a little off. Yeah, there we go. And we're back. So Rafton, you ride out of Vogler, not really ride, you walk out of Vogler with Becklin and arrive at the front of the encampment that you had seen overhead. Spines and spikes of bone protrude from stone-walled protective barriers as the symbols of the Dragon Queen Takisis are displayed proudly. Soldiers are standing at attention, and now that you get a better chance to actually see them, I will give you the handout for how they appear. Extreme yoga is part of the regiment, so you can be nimble and
Oh, of
pose
course.
there.
Of course. Like all great fighting forces, the Ginyu Force, right on down.
Indeed. And as
Okay.
you're approaching, the soldiers march forward and sort of make a line for you to walk through. Becklin moves ahead of you.
Would you say that from the soldiers, the way they comport themselves, that they are highly professional or just thugs?
They seem to be highly professional. Entering into the camp, however, it's a different sight. The goblins within the encampment are much more rowdy, much less kept together than the soldiers. But the soldiers, they are proper military. Trained, proficient, they look battle-hardened. And for good reason, you have fought them, Sir Rafton. You almost got killed by one of them.
That was last session, or?
That was
Yeah, that was
last
the session you
session.
weren't here for. By the way, you almost got killed by one of them, FYI.
Oh, I remember Silver being willing to sell me down the river. I heard that part.
You approach an enormous
Excuse
tent.
me.
You approach an enormous tent decorated by the carved out appearance of what would be a fearsome red dragon out of wood, painted over to be extremely realistic.
I'll give him bonus points on decoration, Becklin.
as you enter, into the encampment, into the tent,
Into the tent of the Dragon Queen.
you see multiple figures.
I want to talk to Dengarouse Figuere.
For a moment I thought I had misspelled it, but like, no. You're just fucking...
I was just giving it the fantasy pronunciation, that's all.
Thank you. You stand before the various figures in the room, and behind you two soldiers flock. And as you enter, the figure to the right goes, "See, Kanslandi, I told you. They would be willing to have an open ear, and I'm certain that by the end of our little conversation, everything will go exactly as Takisis intends." The man to the left declares himself, "I am Belafion, prince of these lands, and soon to be their ruler. You may bow."
What's Becklin doing in all of
She's
this?
just staring at him.
Yeah.
In the back, the figure that you see is a terribly wounded woman with stark white hair, but even more so, her piercing red eye that emits a waft of red mist constantly. There's a sadistic, cruel smile on her face as she's watching both of you.
Oh, they have their own life.
"I am Kanslandi Fire Eyes, High Master of the Red Dragonarmy. And your people village is going to serve as our supply point. Here are my demands. I want you to gather the youngest of your villagers and the eldest and situate them at the center of your village. The rest of your able-bodied people are to await for us at the front. We will march into your village, and after we have dealt with the weakest of your people, the rest of you may serve us." Becklin looks at you and looks back at Kanslandi. "You cannot be serious." "Oh, but I am. You see, if you deny my generous proposal to give us all we need and serve the Red Dragon Army's needs, you will be all executed." She leans forward. "And we will take what we want either way."
I thought this was his lance. I point over to Belafion.
"Oh, they will
Why are you
be.
doing it?
They will be once we have conquered them." Baldur nods. The Red Dragon Army. The Red Dragon Army deals in warfare, and we do not like to propose discussions and diplomacy. She looks over to the figure to the right, and the figure on the right rolls her eyes. "So you will give us what we ask for, or you will all be murdered."
So I'm confused. Who's actually in charge here? Is it this guy who says he's king, or is it you?
Belafion speaks up. "In matters of the army, Kanslandi speaks for the Red. But I will soon speak for you and your people."
Okay. So you ain't shit, and I turn my attention back to the red-eyed woman. If you don't mind my asking, what do you get out of using this puppet?
Belafion is much more than a puppet, and I don't have to answer any of your queries. In fact, there is one little thing that we need to establish, and that is authority. I understand you're both Knights of Solamnia, so I'll keep this simple. Hell, I will make it so that you both get it. I need someone to head to the village and gather the folk. And I need that message to be delivered properly. I need to know that you will do exactly as you're ordered and not get any stupid ideas, such as fleeing. Or worse yet, resisting. So which one of you is more valuable?
Can I do an insight check to see if I think this person would be looking to harm the person they find most valuable?
Make an insight check.
Alright. I'm not super good at these. 16?
It is really hard to tell. Looking at her, all you feel is bloodlust, cruelty, and a great desire to maim, to harm. There's a very evident presence of wrath from the figure before you, which overshadows most of her other more subtle intents. 16 is not enough to get a read on Conslandi, but Becklin pats her on the shoulder, gives a smile, and leans in to whisper. I want you to do me a favor. When we leave this camp, on the keep, there's a gift I was planning to give to Darrett. Would you be so kind as to give it to him?
You give it to him yourself. I'm in charge here, I say to the dangerous figure.
Do you step forward? Do you step forward?
Yes.
You step forward. You are in charge. And Conslandi smiles. Very good. You see, here in the Red Dragon Army, we value importance. And we value cooperation. Two soldiers enter into the encampment, and behind them you see the same armored figure close in the entrance. Four hands are placed on Becklet's shoulder as the soldier with the heavier armor kicks her in the shin, forcing her to kneel. The moment you turn around, a blade immediately is to your front as one of the soldiers holds it up towards you. I need to show you exactly who you're dealing with, and the best way to do that is to understand your subordinates, your lessers, have no place in our forces.
Well, then I will allow you to reconsider. I was playing a gambit to protect my master.
You're playing a gambit! She leans in with a cruel smile. I know. She puts a finger on her red glowing eye and taps it into it. You hear a tink, tink, tink sound. I have been blessed. The Thesis herself has granted me true sight. I see past the veils of deception. Lies do not hide from me. I see the truth. And the truth is crimson. She takes her pike and impales Becklin in the torso. Blood spills in the middle of the tent as Becklin is held. She doesn't die. She grimaces as the pike digs into her flesh. Strong! I want you to know something. Well, two things. One, if your pawn does not cooperate, I will slaughter every man, woman, and child in your pathetic village. And I will make sure they die slow. And also, she leans in and whispers, something to Becklin. Do you listen to what she says?
Yes.
Make a perception check. The DC is 10.
Let me get to my core again. Perception, you said?
Yes.
I don't know why that was on disadvantage, but 21.
You hear
Or 16.
it. You hear it crystal clear. With a natural 20, you hear her whisper to Becklin's ear. But even if he does, I think I'll still burn it. Right after we are done with it. Yeah. I think seeing the hope be replaced with fear in their eyes after we have taken all we want from them? Yeah. I think that's the end the people of Vogler, the famed knight, deserve. She takes out the pike from Becklin's torso and she collapses on the floor, motionless. She turns towards you.
How fucking dare you, Jen?
She turns towards you. Well, aren't you the lucky fellow? Run along. She looks out of the tent and looks back to you with a smile. You have until nightfall to prepare the village. She smiles ever more cruelly. If you are not prepared to our satisfaction, well, I will see you there. Not myself. I do not toil with words, you see. But my men have been looking forward to a good battle. And if you do decide to resist, at least your end, in your final moments, you will see Takisis's true gift. So go, run along. Hey, mayhaps if you are clever, you will convince the rest of your people to be less troublesome. And the armored figure steps aside to allow you to run.
I won't run. I will pick up Becklin and walk out of there, though.
You try to place your hand on Becklin. One of the soldiers places a sword over your hand.
You're going to have to kill me. I'm not leaving here without her.
Kanslante smiles. Very well. And as she steps forward, her pike at the ready, from the back, this figure speaks up. Kanslante, if I am being so bold as to speak up, I do not mean to intrude on the High Master of a fellow army, but I think the point has been given across. Let the man take the woman. She's dead. And Kanslante, her smile shifts into a furious expression, as if she was about to turn around and run the pike through the other woman. She takes a deep breath. Ah! Nah! Fine! Fine! You can take the corpse. Maybe the others will bury her with the honors she deserves.
I pick her. I pick up Becklin and walk out.
Yep. Pick her up. Let me just. Yep. Pick her up.
When I'm walking out, is there anything that I see that I think might be useful to us?
Make a perception check as you're making your way out of the camp.
There's no possible way I have 3 good perception checks, but I'll try it. Ooh, look at that.
20. You don't see it, but you hear something. Something terrible. It is a low groan. Like a growl of primordial strength. give me a history check as well. That sounds so eminent, so deep, so mighty. You're not sure what it is. It is, however,
17?
with a 17, it's no beast you've ever heard of. It is no thing you've ever heard of, except in stories, in fairy tales. And if it is death. Because they do not exist anymore. They were wiped out in the cataclysm. For a dragon to be real would be death. For everyone. So it cannot be. What you hear is the growl of a beast that cannot be real. That must not be real.
Oh joy.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good to know.
Continue moving, continue moving. The doors are wide open for you to leave. Yeah? And holding Becklin's broken corpse, you exit. And then you see the light leaving her eyes completely. She does not breathe.
Do I was she dead before I carried her out, or would I have had time to apply healing?
Oh, she was dead. But,
Okay.
but though you're holding on to her, at least she will not die out here, not with the enemy. You're bringing her somewhere better.
All right. I head back to town.
Indeed you do. One moment. Back to town, things are, I wouldn't say better, because obviously you're trying to get everyone to organize. And obviously that takes time, that takes effort. But at the very least, you didn't have to fight any Dragonarmy soldiers.
Yes.
At the very least.
How's our evacuation efforts going?
Yeah, we're about to find out. Give me but 1 second. I'm just managing some shit.
Oh boy.
So Rafton will approach. We got Higgins and Darren. Who you find the mercenary members of leadership kind of with Rastrab discussing stratagem. You approach them, and Cudgel gives you little attention as Jayev steps up. What is it?
I have an idea to buy us some time if they should invade.
Right.
But we need some extra hands.
Sure.
We can knock some trees down, lay them on the main path, as well as douse them in oil and anything else flammable we may have. And should they approach, we can light it and hopefully hold them back for at least a little longer.
Well, it's a sound idea. You got any spare coin on you?
A little bit.
Well, if you have enough coin to pay for this service, absolutely.
How much?
I'll give you a discount on behalf of what happened. 50 gold pieces.
You can go lower than that. After all, if the citizens are dead, there'll be no one to pay for your services. Especially if they invade.
Holding the pipe, takes it out. You're right. I could go lower. I don't see a reason for staying around, however.
You do owe us.
You see, holding up the pipe, he sort of like puts it aside, taking out the dust that's burning within it. You see, owing you is only as important when it comes to holding up a bargain. I don't remember making a deal with you, and though Cudgel feels for you, I'm still a mercenary. And if she wants us to fight and die for the protection of your settlement, we will do it. But anything beyond that, that's service. And I can tell you right now, none of the boys are going to do you any favors. I don't care about what happened. If you have coin, I'll gladly help you with whatever you want helping. But beyond that, I'm just doing a favor for Cudgel's sake.
Very well. We'll do it ourselves.
Good. And he turns around, walks back to Cudgel.
They'll be the first to die. They're on the outskirts.
With friends like these, what do we need foes? Darrett like shaking his head.
Do you think the militia would help us?
Well, most of them are on the ground, and the ones that remain are still heavily wounded, I imagine. We could try and get the people to work with us and help us, but I hope Raven has calmed them down enough for that to be the case.
Then it's just us. Do you have would you rather carry the oil or knock down the trees? I need to split the work.
Alone, we cannot do much. We're gonna need help.
We can do something, and that's what matters.
I don't know, Higgins. Like, even if I gather, even if I were to gather barrels of oil all day, the wood would not be in place.
Look at me, Dart. We have to do something.
I know.
Even if that something is just having oil on the ground.
Alright. I'll stop working on it then, until at least Declan comes back. I'm sure she'll have a plan.
I'll start on the trees.
He nods. And he starts... well, he will head up back to the keep to see if he can find any flammable material. Higgins, how exactly do you tend to the trees?
Higgins goes to the trees and just kind of stands there for a bit, and it's just like,
I don't have it.
oh! And he opens his book, and to knock down the trees, he's going to be casting Thunderwave. Thunderclap, sorry.
Thunderclap. Okay, so you clap and try to get the trees down. Sure thing. Just give me an Arcana check to see how well you can decipher which parts of the trees are the finest to break down with the magic of your spell.
Very well.
All right, you find some weak spots in the nearby trees to be like, okay, if I can tear them down here, that should work. And you start performing. The magic weaves through your hands. Your voice booms as you try and get the trees to fall where they may, away from you, down to the floor. The destruction is loud and palpable.
You know what? Splinters catch as well, so
yeah,
Splinters help.
This will take time, however, because trees are fairly durable, even with your magic. Especially with your magic. You are a novice of the arcane. It's going to take you probably all day to break down the trees that you will need to barricade the entrance.
He's going to do as much as he can in the time he has.
Alright. At this point, so Rafton would return. What are you doing, Sir Rafton? Where are you heading off to?
I'm going to carry Becklin straight to the keep and let his name's Duncan, right?
Derek.
Derek.
Darrett.
I'm gonna let Darrett know what's happened.
His name, man?
Like, it started with a D, all right? I was close. And say do some funeral rites for her. And then I'm gonna search her room for that gift she was talking about.
All right. You will find Darrett scrounging through the keep, trying to find flammable material. He's like, we don't have much. Hopefully this, well, this is gonna be quick. He doesn't pay too much attention to you. Focus on his work. He doesn't even notice you bringing Becklin's corpse back. But you do search her private quarters, and underneath her bed, you will find the gift that she had mentioned in the form of a crate. There is a little message on top of the crate, a little hand-drawn message. It is scribbles, but what essentially it says is, for when you are ready to become a proper knight, this is my gift to you. My faithful and humble squire, I wish that you uphold the honors of the oath of whichever path you wish to walk. Solamnia will welcome you all the same. You have a bright future ahead of you. Inside the crate, you see a suit of armor. True Solamnic warrior armor, a set of plate, as well as a pure silver greatsword. Probably Becklin's actual military outfit, adjusted to fit for Darrett.
Okay, I take it and leave town and leave these fuckers to die.
Excellent.
No, I'm kidding.
1,500 gold, baby! Let's go!
I'm a Kender after all. I'm fighting my nature.
You take the crate. Hey, Than, does your gnome flinger work? Yeah, grabs a parachute, flies away.
Boom. See ya,
This
bitches.
is a valid role-playing option.
No, I will set her down on her bed, kind of clean up her body a little bit for burial. And say a prayer over her, and then I will go take that to Darrett.
Sure thing. Absolutely. And you bring it to Darrett now?
Yes.
Very well. As you bring the crate to Darrett, he sort of looks at it confused, like, oh, thank you. Whoa, are you sure I should have this?
Becklin wanted you to have it.
Oh, where is she? I need to thank her.
You may want to sit down.
He sits down.
There's no easy way to say this. She was slain at the camp, as an example.
And you explain. You explain what happened.
Mm-hmm. She thinks you're ready, and she wanted you to have this. Kneel before me, Darren.
There's a moment of pause as he's looking at the armor again. You need to repeat yourself as he's lost in thought. You can tell his ears are ringing. He's like hyper-focused. But the second time you do, he stands up and bends a knee in front of you. His eyes are wide open. He's frightened. He's scared. He is sad.
You said there was a sword. Her sword was in that gear too, yeah?
Yes, a great sword.
Rafton will take the sword and he will go through the ritual of he'll tap each shoulder. I am not your master, but I am a knight of Salernia, and I grant thee knighthood. Rise, Sir Darrett.
Darrett stands up. There's tears like welling at his eyes, but he does not cry. He's trying not to. He bows his head. Thank you for this honor. I will uphold virtues of the oath of the rose for the rest of my days.
Well, we have to prepare. Let's hope our days are long. And then I'll go find the rest of the crew.
Of course, with this upgrade, Karen gets access to his greatsword and an armor class of 18.
We can go, guys. With an actual sword, they can't stand before Darrett.
Find Higgins. He's just finished mounting. He's just finished setting up his heavy machine gun nest.
I can't believe you took a level in Artificer.
Goodbye, training greatsword.
I may be out of spells, but I ain't out of shells.
We'll keep that greatsword aside.
Write that down, write that down, that's a good one.
So, well, everyone has done something. At this point, do you gather around the village circle to get the people like situated from their panic, or do you just wait until Raven does that and hope that she succeeds?
Raven's probably the best equipped for it, to be honest.
Alright, so you just don't even go there, you're just like letting that play out.
No, we go there, but like, you know, we're not
okay.
helping.
Oh, alright, sure. Then yeah, those of you who are in the village square get there so that I know that we're present.
Unless someone comes to get him, Higgins is still working on these trees.
Have fun with your hyper focus.
I love that we're just probably hearing him in the distance, and we're like, we'll just leave him to it.
Yeah. I met him yesterday. I'm not particularly fussed if he dies.
You approach, and the colorful, like, Kingfisher Festival decorations are, like, still around the village circle, unlike the day before. However, everyone here is somber, some of them are muttering in worried tones, most of them are afraid. The mayor is, like, speaking, and she does not mince any words. Okay, there's a dangerous army that is headed for our village. The mercenaries of the Ironclad Regiment will do what it can to defend Vogler from the outside. I've talked to their commander, but we must be ready to flee. The people are like silently listening. Some of them are like still murmuring. And there's like people who are like shouting, like asking questions feverishly. Are there enough boats? I need to go get my stuff. There's not enough space for it. And what about the people who are wounded? We can't move them! The mayor is trying to, like, wave hands. Within the crowd, you see a voice ring out. Maybe we should, welcome in the soldiers rather than trying to flee them? Don't want to get skewered and all that, like the rest of, the poor folks back at the Battle of High Hill. Yeah, maybe that is a good idea. Like
if you stay, you will all die.
There's a moment of silence as you approach. Behind you, Darrett is also following suit, clad in his plated armaments.
They want the young and old in the center of the village, and the only way I can see that they would want that is to dispose of them easily and impress the rest of you into their army. It's flee or fight.
From the back, you hear a voice go, "Boo! We can't escape them, and we cannot fight. And we cannot fight them. Why don't we just, like, run away? Those of us who can, right now. Why should we help those who can't help themselves?" You see in the back, Bakaris, the younger, is like leaning against the wall of the mayor's home, one apple at his side, like at one of his arms, like one of his hands.
Nobody asked your opinion, so shut your mouth.
Cowards may certainly run anytime they choose.
Persuasion check from Sir Rafton, intimidation from Nightshade.
14.
Yeah.
You hear a couple of the people around Rafton go like, "Yeah, we cannot leave those behind. Those of us behind, we're like unable to move. Yeah, it wouldn't be kindly, and it wouldn't be neighborly either."
You people have many boats, don't you? I think the
Raven asks,
river is the fastest option for all of you.
we can start getting them off of people's homes. Those of you who still have the boats from last year's ferryman, we can have them repaired quickly at the market. I hear the Warfinger has been inclined to start repairing the marketplace as a makeshift dockyard. And Bakaris goes, "I mean, we could just swim across and make a run for it." Keeps on talking, clearly not intimidated by Nightshade. Why don't we just take what we have valuable and leave those who cannot flee for themselves to fend for themselves? That's a good plan.
No, that's
Yeah,
great.
and
No,
it-
stay here.
Dennik's gonna walk up to Bakaris.
Bakaris, your dad would be fucking ashamed of you, man. Bakaris Estade is a name you aren't fucking worthy of with that talk. Fuck off and drown in a river if you want.
We'll make an intimidation check.
Okay. Where'd my character sheet go?
The DC
Fuck.
is higher
Sorry.
because he doesn't take Nightshade seriously, so he's like, "Oh, this guy's approaching me? Okay."
I'm not even trying to intimidate him, to be honest. I'm trying to just convince the crowd not to listen to him.
Yeah, you need to cower him because otherwise he's gonna keep yapping.
Okay, I'm gonna use my other luck point because stuff.
Okay.
Don't fuck me. Okay.
16. Bakaris looks at you and scoffs and goes, "Ugh. My father would hear of this, you little dwarf." And he's gonna.
I hope he does. He'll fucking knock sense into you, you daft prick.
Yeah, whatever, man. Do what you can. Help everyone. I'm sure that will go fine for you. And he walks away chuckling.
I'm gonna turn back to the people who saw that outburst.
If everyone helps everyone, then everyone will get out of here.
The crowd seems more or less convinced. It's just there's a little bit of uncertainty.
We need to get the elderly and the children out first. The rest of us need to buy them time.
We can. Those of you who are still able, to the market. We need to get those boats fixed up. For the rest, I've noticed Higgins has been destroying the greenery. Raven looks up the distance where you hear boom, boom, boom.
He's got a plan. It's to buy his time by making a barricade.
Making a barricade.
Does that say what
Yeah,
Higgins' plan is?
Darrett leans in. Higgins is trying to get enough logs to set the gate alight. We have 2 barrels of oil nestled near the gate right now. We don't have any more at the keep, but he's planning to drag the tree trunks over and hold it for as long as possible. And Raven nods. Sure. Those of you with bigger statures, go help the performer. I'm sure he will appreciate it. Even a couple of hands are enough. She has a moment of inspiration. In the market, there's a cart. Someone has a cart situated. Get it over to the woodside. Help Higgins. And you see this young woman go, that's my cart. Sure. I need someone to help me carry it over. And you see people start moving.
Okay, we're gonna let them get to their busyness.
As people start moving, and the village circle starts to dissipate. Some of them don't really go to help, some of them rush to their homes. You see, amidst the crowd, the mother of the young boy, Natasha, she grabs him by the hand and goes, "Come on, we're gonna go to the house, and we're gonna grab what's important. Okay? You're gonna stay with mommy and we're going to go over to the wharf. We're gonna go sailing tonight. Okay. I don't know what's happening, but okay. And she starts heading out. As people are entering,
I'm gonna turn to Nightshade. Get any ideas to help out for here?
Well,
What were you about to say, Jen?
Oh no, Kajak is going to be fighting outside of the village. She's gonna buy us as much time as she can. If the fighting spills into the village, maybe a show of force will convince them that we are not worth it. But I don't know.
Rafton, hold on. Rafton, what happened?
Yeah, where is Becklin? We need a soldier.
Everyone else is dispersed, yeah?
Yeah, everyone else has dispersed. They have
Right.
left. Except for the Lave.
The leader of the enemy army slew Becklin as a warning to the rest of us.
No. Raven is like putting both her hands over her head. No.
I'm afraid it's worse than that. I heard something as I was leaving the camp, and it doesn't seem possible, but I fear it may be a dragon.
David looks stunned. There are no dragons. There are no dragons left. They were all wiped away by the cataclysm. Are you sure you did not miss here?
I can't be 100% certain of anything, but I can't imagine another beast that would make a noise like that.
Oh, no.
We can't defend against a dragon.
We cannot
If
defend
there's
against
if there's any weak point in their forces, I feel it's the goblins. The men and the hobgoblins seem to know their business, but the regular goblins seem a bit more impulsive.
Okay.
I don't know how that will help us, but
I'm not gonna stay in a fishing village to fight a dragon. I don't know about you all.
Raven looks back. Please, no, you must help us. Please.
No, I'm not saying I'm not gonna help. I'm just saying I will not fight whatever is to come.
There's no fighting a dragon. That's what I'm saying. Like the barricade that Higgins is making, is they gonna help? It'll just fly over it.
But
that's one creature. The barricade will still help against the foot soldiers.
It will, but
there's all it needs.
Rafton, there are not enough fighters here against the army that we saw. No way. I think our best bet is to join with them to the boats or make sure they got away and then we just flee.
And we Nightshade, that I don't think there's any defense that we can mount. It's just we've got to get out of here.
You can leave them if you want, but I will not leave them to die.
We're not leaving them to die, Rafton. We are taking them with us as we retreat.
We're leaving with them.
Yeah. I am going to humbly ask for your help. I need people to run around the village to help everyone evacuate. We need to gather the people who are gathering their own things and get them at the wharf. We also will need a lot of boats. If you can help with that as well, that would be very helpful. We can look around. Maybe there's things we have missed, but I'm gonna need all of your help if all of the villages gets to escape. Yes.
Did you find out why they're coming here?
They want to use this as a forward base. They plan on conquering the entire realm for some person that styles himself as a prince. Belerifion, I believe he said his name was.
Alright.
I'll try and help the last of the villagers, but you need to understand, Raven, that we need to get escaping all.
But the boats are not ready, and if we need to have everyone together for it. If we start sending ships out now, it's only going to inspire more panic. The best way to do this is to get as many vessels seaworthy as possible, or river-worthy. She chuckles. River-worthy as possible. So, fan out, look around, find anything that can be sailed on. Anything.
Gonna look at Nightshade and shrug.
Raven
Okay.
starts moving out. Nalaith
Yeah, she...
Nalaith will lean in and go, maybe we could leave now, and no one will know.
I think the Rafton would probably object to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sir Rafton will not stop anyone from leaving. He won't even try to shame them. He's just going to stay.
The thing is, I don't think we can all... I'm not saying we're leaving them to die. I'm saying we should start... Some boats should start leaving now. Because if we all leave together, we'll just... sitting there and maybe not have enough time to leave on time.
I agree. As soon as the first boat with the young and elderly can go, they should go. The longer they hang about, the more risk they're in.
Maybe, yeah.
Alright.
Right, fuck what Raven says. I'm going to tell them at the dock.
I'm gonna help gather the elderly and the children.
Alright. I'm going to need Nightshade to give me a constitution check. I'm going to need Dennik to give me also a constitution check.
Constitution check.
Ooh.
Our party's super good at those.
Oh, hey!
Our party is notoriously good at contracts.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
Sure thing. Does Sir Rafton help?
I shouldn't have used my inspiration on that motherfucker.
Woof.
I think Sir Rafton would probably head to the wall to see what he can do to aid in the defensive preparations.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, your defenses, my good friend, are the handful of of militia, survivors, half of whom are, wounded, and also just a couple of burly fishermen. Straight up whoever looks the biggest.
Aha. Geez, do I have a healing cantrip? I'm not even sure I do.
Healing
I don't
cantrips
believe
don't.
this. Yeah, I was about to say, I
there
don't believe
isn't one.
there's
Yeah,
no
I don't
healing
know.
cantrips.
I don't want to spend the spell slots. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nazis.
Huh?
Well, I'll just go and see what insanity Higgins is cooking up.
Higgins,
Maybe
give me a
there's hope
constitution
there.
check as well, by the way, as you have been spending the day just, cutting down trees.
Contract, the
Yes.
thing that I'm amazing at.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why are you all better at this than I am? What the fuck?
That's very good. That's very good. Alright. Alright, so yeah, you're gonna spend the day, you're observing Higgins, he's like cutting down trees, and they're putting them on the cart. The two villagers next to him, they sort of like try to ferry them down. It's a very lengthy and slow process. They might have enough to just barricade the gate, but if there's a dragon, obviously you're all fucked, but it should hold back their ground forces fairly well. If only you had like some ranged militia, then you could cook a lot better. Like taking down their numbers rather than just holding them back.
You don't need to ferry them all down. We can just toss them off the cliff here. Like a fallen barricade. It won't be as neat, but it's quicker.
The cliff is fairly steep. Like, it's about 100 or so feet down. So tossing like logs down, they do crash and break. But yeah,
it's for fire, so like splinters catch easier than logs.
True. So you just like toss down logs. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
Then I'll just position them over here instead.
On the other side of that plateau, what's that like? Is there some way we can keep them from taking the high ground again? Because they appeared on top of there.
Yeah.
When they showed up.
Yeah, they can get up the hillside, but the thing is, the thorn wall keep itself is a fortification. There are no walls there, so you could set up barricades to hold them back, but you would need a militia force to really hold the place, and you can either hold the keep or you can hold the river. And if they get their access to the gnome flinger, you're gonna be dealing with parachuting troops.
But perhaps we could like sabotage the gnome flinger and let them have it, so when they use it, it doesn't work properly and kills them. Hopefully,
you'll get someone with that. Like, oh my god! It's like splatting on the ground.
Or we could just push it down into the ravine and let it smash and be part of the barricade.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually.
Are these so Jen? Are these ruins? What are these?
Those are ruins, old Solamnic ruins.
Because if there's a bunch of like loose stones and shit, we can toss them down as well. We can make it like even with the fire, we can make it difficult terrain as well.
Yeah, you could do that.
Just pile as much random shit as we can in this ravine.
Sure, you will need more people for that. So you will need someone to go down and persuade people to come help you for that task.
Do I see Sir Rafton?
Yeah, Sir Rafton is like with you.
Yeah, Higgins is like waving at you to come over, Rafton.
I'll go talk to him. Eye watering as that tends to be.
I need extra hands. I've got the words for it, but well, we could do with more barricades. The ruins over there.
Pointing at this.
We could throw loose stones and such into the valley, ravine, whatever you want to call it. It would make it harder to traverse, as well as the fire.
Okay, I'll help.
Yeah.
We don't have many forces. I'm assuming your plan, Higgins, is to set this ablaze when they're trying to power through it?
Yes. Precisely.
Is there some...
It's not going to stop them, but if we can buy time, that's all we need.
Do we... Yes, let's get more rubble down there. Maybe we can go further up and dig pits. We can sharpen some sticks to put at the bottom. Maybe we can thin their numbers that way too. They come by the river, we're screwed, but...
So what do you wish to do, Sir Rafton? Do you wish to work on it yourself or get people to work on it?
I'll see who's available to work on it.
Charisma check.
I would not obviously try to take away from the evacuation effort if I could avoid that.
Yeah, charisma persuasion then to call for people to help you out. And
21.
Yeah.
Another critical success. Yeah, give me also a Constitution check, since you're overexerting. But you will head over and grab like a couple of people to help you out who were busy like evacuating for their own sake.
My con was 8.
Yeah. I see. Okay.
You do have inspiration if you wish to use it.
I'll probably need that later, though, won't I? Well, what the hell? I'll try it again. Constitution. 15.
That's more like it.
Wondrous. Yeah, you take some time, and you will be able to push the loose rock, form the terrain, prepare yourselves as best as you can on the northern end. We cut back. Dennik, you are heading over to the wharf, you said?
Yes, I'm heading to the wharf. Yeah.
Yep, there's plenty of people here that are trying to their best to like fix up their ships. You can help as well to get the process done faster.
Yeah, I guess that's what I will help doing is like help with the woodwork and stuff like that to repair boats. And then again, I'm telling people as well, like just like sort of privately, like as soon as like they have a boat full of like the young and the elderly and the vulnerable, like just head out as soon as possible. But that's what I'm doing.
Survival check. Wisdom survival.
Okay. I'm gonna guidance myself.
That is a good plan. If there's any time for guidance. Oh!
D4, 16.
16 is just barely enough. You...
Okay.
You don't just like help like with the boat crafting because that is slow. You innovate. You formulate like a plan. You grab rope and you ring small boats together on the coral floating. You find like masses of sticks, stick-like logs from the market stalls, and you get them together, creating like several large rafts capable of holding many more people than normally the boats would on their own, floating on the water. You can easily get like a couple hundred folks on the big rafts in comparison to the 20 or so folks you'll be able to get on the few boats. And with the locals' help, this will take like about 3 or so hours to complete, which allows you to even go for trying finding more stuff to do. However, I will ask for a Constitution check.
Okay. Constitution check.
Yeah,
Sick.
You're fine. Good. And of course, I'm gonna need Nightshade. You tell me what you're up to.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find, elderly people, children, the wounded, whatever the fuck, and start like carrying them to the Warfingers.
Sure. Give me a persuasion check to convince them to come with you rather than tending to their own stuff.
How dare you?
Yeah.
8.
It is hard. I'm going to also give a constitution check. Like, it is hard to convince them to let go of what they are trying to save to go help with the boats because like they have people down there. I'm old. I can't help. 12. Yeah, you're not getting to.
Okay.
So.
Can I try to like at least like appeal to the people with children to be like, if you want them to have a future, you will leave.
They are like, yeah, we will grab our things and we will be right down there, essentially. Like with an 8, I'm sorry, you did not succeed. But the sentiment is there, people are panicking, people are afraid, they are scared.
Yeah, but like, if there's anybody who's willing, I will just carry them there.
Yeah, there's a couple of folks. The more elderly, the more weak.
Oh, sure. Strangers get a ride, but not Rafton.
Okay, first of all, you haven't asked. Second of all, the Higgins was always dying, and I felt bad if we would have let him to just walk.
I will say, those of you who had rolled on the Constitution check a 9 or lower, you have failed.
Thanks.
So who has at least, who has failures?
Me. I think I have 2. No, 1.
No, you just have one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nightshade, you have a level of exhaustion.
Oh wait, no. No, I don't, because I rolled a 10 before that, or does it override that?
You had re-rolled it with an inspiration.
Okay.
Inspiration overrides, unfortunately.
Yes, that's why I did
okay,
not reveal
okay.
the scene, because I was like, I want to keep this.
Understandable.
This is exhaustion for 2024. You
It's like
accumulate them. Yeah, and so long as
Yeah,
you
it's
have,
into the -1.
-2.
Or like
Oh, it's
minus
-2.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's not
-2,
minus,
okay.
it's -2. Yeah. So -2.
Oh, and it takes speed
That's
away.
gonna suck.
Oh yes, it is. It's tough
Okay.
work. But all of you managed to work together to get the village into a proper like abandoned shape. And as the evening comes along, you're like, okay, we have until nightfall. We can absolutely get everyone together to like get them safe, get them available. We should have time. We should have time. And it is that hope that you have that disappears as the first light of sunlight dissipates over the horizon. It doesn't even take too long.
Bum, bum, bum.
They are here. And things turn sour. The mercenaries within the brass crab, like Kajal and Jayav, immediately rush out of the settlement as they hear the war horns being summoned to battle. They are here earlier than they anticipated, and they do not waste time. They just rush out to meet their forces.
Could Higgins and Rafton be able to see them from where they're stood up on the cliffs? See how far away they are, how long we have.
You can barely see them. It's an army of red. It's like a small wave of like red color approaching you. And that's the ones you see. There is more coming through the forest.
Can I turn to the people that were helping Higgins?
Yeah.
And
You should go. I have this.
They nod and they panic and scream as they try to flee.
Higgins is gonna just like get the barrels that should be up there. Wait, did Darrett bring the barrels to him?
The barrels are by the gate.
Ah, shit. Okay. I don't know if Higgins has enough time, but if he does, can he like grab a barrel and hoist it up the cliff?
Give me an athletics check. You wizard.
Athletics. Of course.
Your hands sprain. You carry the barrel like over the cliff as you're like sort of scaling it. Forcefully, you have to go down, tie the barrel, and then bring it back up rather than toss it because it is way too high up. It's exhausting. Give me a Constitution check.
I'm great at these, as you can see.
You get a level of exhaustion as you're trying your damnness to get up. You manage to do so, but your breath is sharp and quick. You're starting to feel tired.
Gotta persist. As soon as we get it up, toss it down so it breaks on the wood.
Yep,
So there's at least some oil there.
Yeah, starts coating parts of the timber. So Rafton, you're also on the front lines. You see in the distance Red Army soldiers marching in sharp formations at the very front. Goblins and hobgoblins. They are like in rough formations, the vanguard. Behind them, the banners of the Dragon Queen Takishis fly over the wind. There is something else deeper in their midst you cannot see from the distance, but it looks big.
I point that out to anyone I have briefed on the dragon.
What are you doing with the civilians next to you? Do you keep on working?
No, I tell them to beat it.
They flee.
Grab a ship and go.
They flee. As they try to flee, they run into the gnome fan, and he gives them nary weights, and they fling themselves towards the wharf.
Oh, is Higgins and Rafton on about the same level?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Higgins wants to be kind of like wave at Rafton to get his attention.
I wait back.
And he's just gonna frantically point at the big flinging thing.
I
Hoping you
mimic with
understand
my
what he
hands.
means.
I mimic with my hands, pushing it into the pile. Give a questioning look.
He just, hoping you can see it, he just throws a thumbs up.
All right. Fan, would you be willing to help me push this wonderful machine into the ravine?
You approach Than, and Than goes, "Absolutely not, that's the work of my life!"
That work of your life may be used to slaughter innocent people. We can
wait.
use it to slow them down.
Give me a persuasion check. You're trying to convince him to destroy his
Can
livelihood.
Can I give him advantage by kind of shooting a firebolt kind of towards their feet? I can shoot to about here. Under
Give
20
me
feet.
a deception check from you, Higgins, to be like, this is coming from an enemy and not like an ally.
Deception?
Yes. Or actually, no, attack roll. I need to see that you actually can hit it more so than he can see it, because he probably cannot see you very well from where you are. So yeah, just a firebolt attack. Alright.
17?
Firebolt splashes and sputters at the feet, and he goes, okay, help me turn the gears. I'll have the flinger propel itself directly into the ravine, and he says that with like teary eyes. My
Thank
baby.
you. I help.
And
You'll have time to rebuild a new one, a better one.
crank. Bam! The gnome flinger malfunctions, shatters, and flings itself with a spatter of metal and wood down the ravine. And as he looks down at it, Tan goes, "My baby, gone too soon."
We'll remember your sacrifice. Now get to the shore and get to safety.
Yes, of course.
Thumbs up to Higgins.
Smiley face.
We cut to the rest of you. Dennik, you barely had enough time to get the rafts together, and you realize they're here.
As soon as the raft is like ready to like hold people and is sitting on the water, I'm just yelling like two again, like the elderly and the kids that have been like grouped up and huddled together. I'm like, right, quickly, get on.
People like start panicking. They start like fleeing towards the wharf. Nassau and the Wharfinger like run up and go and try to direct the flow of people to the wharf, quickly.
Basically, like as long as it's still people are like evacuating functionally, I'm not going to intervene in any particular way here. I'm just going to like encourage people to get on the bloody boat.
The Umpton looks at you. We're missing a lot of people who are still gathering their belongings. We need to run around the village. Get them all here. Probably some of them don't even know what's happening.
Right, geez a few minutes, I'll try and round them up.
I'm actually going to just wild shape now, and I'm going to wild shape into Check's notes.
I
guess I'm wild shaping back in. Sorry, go ahead.
I will inform you. There's 2 warhorses in front of the Wharfinger's office. There's 1 warhorse in front of the Wharfinger's office. The one that you had saved from the battle at the High Hill.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, then I did come up with a name for that one. So in that case, I'm going to go up to that horse and say, "Right, Donglad, let's go." And then. And we're going to take Donglad to around this and round up people.
The hooves trot against the uneven terrain of the village's humble, rough ground, and you ride. I'm going to need you to give me a desperate persuasion check to convince people to start making for the wharf.
I am going to use my inspiration from Higgins, and I'm going to guidance myself.
Alright.
Persuasion, you said? Yes.
Yes.
I have advantage.
Do I hear him yelling this?
You
Probably hear hooves
will.
and then like Dennik's voice, yeah.
Yeah, you will. As he's like running
Because-
around.
Yeah. Yeah, because if Nightshade hears this, she's just gonna be like, okay, cool, and just do the exact same thing. Is
Yeah.
Darren with me?
Darren is with you. The Leif is like going for the wharf.
Okay, cool.
I
Yeah,
got
I'm
16.
just gonna, like, put Darren on my back so that... Because I will outrun him otherwise.
Thank you. I hope this is not uncomfortable.
I'm... Eh.
You've had Higgins on your back.
And he's
Yeah, but this
mostly
isn't
bone.
matter with, like, full blade
Full
armor.
plate. He's
Yeah.
heavy. Yeah, he's heavy.
Uh,
What's your
Yeah.
strength?
Higgins'
out of
weight.
curiosity?
13.
Great.
Higgins
You're
weighs
immediately
35,000
encumbered
pounds.
as you're like, ah, you're too heavy.
No, but I'm a big creature, Jen.
Yeah, I know.
I
Large.
should be.
You are. You're not stronger than a horse.
But powerful build.
Oh, you are. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not encumbered. Good. Because I was gonna go.
Yeah, I was
because
like, he shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just strong enough to hold him. You're like, this is awful for your posture.
You know, desperate times, desperate action.
Yep.
Okay, I'm really bad at apparently talking to people, so I hope you're better at convincing them, Darren.
All right. Help me run around then.
Yeah,
And
we start
Darren-
running around.
Yeah, Darren is gonna start screaming to get people's attention. Whoa.
Nice.
His
That's a
save,
save, but I don't know if it
his
matters.
save, his
Yeah.
save is the same as his check. So.
Yeah.
You're running. People start rousing from their houses. Some people go. You see, like some people go, "What? They're here already? But I haven't been able to pack anything. Oh no!" There's people like start leaving, running, trying to make their way. And all of you have scattered. How very, very nice. Because Higgins, give me a perception check, and also what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is a 42. That's a lie, it's 14. That'd be
Uh-huh.
funny though.
Alright, perception check please, because you will not see them with a 14. With a
9!
9. The details are lost to you, but you see dark figures leap through the woods down into the village, like leaping off the cliff. And as they leap, they glide down through the air and land on the streets, taking out torches and swords. And fires start to spread as they light buildings aflame to the northern part of the village.
I'm gonna grab Rafton, try and get Rafton's attention and frantically point at these figures that have suddenly pulled out torches and lighting things on fire. And kind of, it's hard to convey, but I'm pointing at him to go deal with them, and that I'll deal with this here.
All right, I'll try to go deal with them, I guess.
Alright, fine, I'll do it. Fuck, okay. And you start running down the keep. Higgins, what are you doing?
Can I kind of like hide? I say hide, more just kind of like be in a bush sort of thing, and wait until like more of the invading armies have gotten into the ravine to the point where it'll take them a little bit to turn around and go back up to on top of the cliff, and then shoot a fireball at the back. Firebolt, not ball. I don't have fireball. I wish I had fireball.
Yeah, we
at
could
the
really use
stuff.
that. I don't know.
to light it.
Yeah, of course. This will take time because they are currently engaged with the Iron Clad Mercenary Company. So you're waiting there?
Yes.
Alright.
Can I try and
dangerous gambit
stay
you're
hidden?
pulling. Yeah, you may,
Yeah,
but I
see-
will inform you, there is no safe passage down into the village from where you are.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I have an idea.
If you say so.
I feel like we're gonna lose Higgins today.
Great.
Look, as long as people are safe, that's what matters.
And as
Man, I really liked your token. I don't want to draw you a new one.
Oh.
I'm gonna try and make sure he doesn't die, but what happens happens.
As the Dragonarmy engages the Iron-Clad Mercenary Company, a portion of it does. The rest march on Baldur. And they do so in numbers.
Ooh. So as they're scaling this, they're like just climbing over everything, right?
Yes, they are.
Do you think you have
I
enough
wanna
tokens
wait.
there, Jen?
What?
Do you think you have enough tokens in that one little bit?
Oh,
Jen?
absolutely not.
Okay.
I want to wait until they get to about here-ish, so they're all still on the logs, but the majority of them are on there.
Any of them falling
What?
into my pit traps?
We'll see in a moment. So, you will see, Higgins, as they are marching, some of them like go as they fall into the hollow dug holes within the ravine, like dropping downwards, screaming and flailing. Some of them like stop to try and get them out, but most of them just march.
Do some also get lost in between the logs because it is very dangerous climbing over fallen logs?
Oh no. They don't have any trouble with navigation.
Well, that sucks for them.
But
Because they're now all on the logs.
It is a slow advance.
As soon as like the majority of before they get to the gate, so there's a good let's say 20 feet between the end of the kind of defenses that I've set up and the gate sort of thing. So before they can fully get off, so that they're all on, as many as can be on it at once or on it, then light it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You see
With
them
a
approaching
fireball.
the gate, and some of them like point and howl. They're wide open! Charge! Give me an attack roll, please.
Come on, baby.
Nat one.
Question. Oh no, I'm attacking the logs. Okay, never mind. Ugh.
You fire at the logs, it doesn't ignite. The army keeps moving.
Fire again. Keep going.
Do you have an inspiration?
You do. You have your own inspiration, right?
I do, but I might need it.
The
I
army is
get-
literally
actually-
entering the gate. When do you need it
No,
for?
just go for it. Go for it. There's a fuck ton of people there still.
And I gotta leave in about 4 minutes.
Shoot again.
Yeah.
Shoot again. Jen, I'm shooting again.
Alright, yeah, you're shooting again.
Ah, inspiration.
Yeah. You shoot again, and you're like,
Yeah!
a bolt of fire crackles, hisses, puffs. It ignites and the oil spreads rapidly through the floor. Someone go as the oil catches fire. You hear, it's a trap! It's a trap! And some of them start tossing each other around, trying to flee backwards, trying to flee forwards. A small group of them enter unscathed within the village, but most of the squadrons are caught. Sorry, a large part of the squadrons are caught in the flames. Oil does burn quite nicely, as you see for the brief moment the visages of soldiers trying to move through the encroaching, rapidly growing fire that is now slowly burning and ever quickly rising in the ravine. The soldiers in the background go, "Scatter above the hills!"
Okay, we need to deal with these guys that have gotten in. Is there enough time before they all spread out and start doing shit to cast a shatter on that group?
Oh,
that got in?
absolutely not. They are spreading already.
Damn it.
As the soldiers spread through the village, entering in, the rest of the army trying to march up from the hillsides, and already hooded figures having descended from the hills. I think this is an excellent point to close the session for today and pick up next time.
Oh! Oh.
Nice.
Oh man.
Okay, it seems the trap sort of worked. We'll see how well it did next week.
Absolutely. Hey, it did good.
I'm blaming the mayor for this. They were like, "Oh, we need to defend the village," and I'm like, "No, we need to leave."
Yeah, no, as soon as everybody was like, "Oh no, we let's go infiltrate, let's go to," I was like, "We don't have time for that. What do you mean?"
So
The Joestar family technique of skedaddling. Anyway.
that is going to be our
What's
session
that
for
sound?
today. Thank you all for playing. Thank you to the 23 people who are watching.
Hey.
Insane. The cheering for the Nat 1, yeah, me too. I was just like, wow. incredible well done. It's really hard getting the village together. So well done on your cooperation. Thank you for being here, everyone. Hope next week, hopefully, we're going to resolve with an encroaching army entering the village, and the party may have a chance to stop those who are still inside and get as many people as they can from their homes safely out. Or they might decide that fleeing fast and the rest of them burning is the way to go. Who knows? That's up to them next week.
See you next time, folks.
See you next time, folks. Bye-byes.
Bye bye.
Laters.